But the problem is many couples never get to that point. It's like it speaks to what Prototype said. He didn't feel comfortable sharing who he was with that woman because of whatever past presentation she did of herself or how she's handled a particular situation in the past. So he's just said, you know what? I'm just going to take my hands off the wheel and whatever happens, happens. But the problem with that is that you never really get a chance to allow that other person to love you past who you are, because that's where the magic happens. As you can tell, look how they're looking. They'll tell you at some point there's in your relationship, in your marriage, where you can no longer hide who you are. You can't hide from each other. You see what I'm saying? This is who I am. And if at that point they choose to love you, that's when that level of love is really unlocked. And I think the problem is that we have a problem where we're not being vulnerable enough soon enough so that person can make a judgment. You see what I'm saying? Because there's always this fear, as if I show this person who I really am, they may not love me. And it factors into that security part, which actually activates the real love in a relationship. Anthony and Alicia, is that not correct?
Yeah, it's definitely correct. Definitely correct. That vulnerability is really, in my case, that's all I really wanted to do was, have a woman that I could be vulnerable with. I was actually in the position that Prototype was speaking of, but I didn't stay. I couldn't stay because, like Loss was saying, you can't hide from you. You can't hide that. In that previous relationship, I could no longer hide from myself. Hey, man, I'm not happy. This ain't working. So I couldn't just stay and sit. And we had a child together. So I told her, I said, look, man, I'm not going to be able to give you 100%. I know you're not giving me 100% because I know what's going on. I'm not going to be able to give you 100, and it's not going to work. And we can't stay together for the sake of the child because it's going to break her. It's not going to be healthy. So I'm going to leave because me being unhappy is going to tear all this shit up. So I'd rather go, and maybe you can find some happiness and some love within you, but I got to get out of here because I love me more, because I'm not going to put myself through that.